and welcome back to CNC Talking. I am your host, Connor. I'm tired.
And I'm Christian Cox. I'm also tired, but we're going to do this, and it's going to be great, as always, of course.
All right, so it's been a minute since we met. We had the Thanksgiving break, and I hope that everything went well. Hope you all enjoyed it. Probably none of you listening, but hope that you all enjoyed it. And I'm going to go ahead and start off with today is going to be a little different. So today we are going to fulfill my finals project that I got to do for this class. I do enjoy talking about sports, but let's be honest, there's not much to talk about. You got football. I'm not talking about the ice hockey incident anymore. Too sad.
R.I.P. Aaron Johnson.
Yep. I mean, there's not much more to talk about. Basketball, everyone sucks.
Arkansas beat Duke last night.
Arkansas did beat Duke last night, so good for them. But today we are going to do a different segment where instead of talking about sports, me and Christian are gonna just talk about our lives, talk about what we've been through. Talk about what we plan on doing, why we're here at Lion, what we're gonna major in, stuff like that. And so the way that today is gonna work, we are going to do three different segments of about 15 minutes each. And so basically, this we're gonna call them episodes. First, I'm gonna make a little change to our little setup here. Because I'm not broadcasting. Forgot to touch that. I'm glad I looked at that. But I'm glad I did that because we need to record it too. So. And welcome to CNC Talking. We are a little late here, about 4 or 5 minutes late. That is okay. So as I was saying, it's been a while. We haven't seen you guys since Thanksgiving. Hope you all had a good break. I know me and Christian had okay breaks.
It was good. Could have been longer.
Could have been longer. Definitely could have been longer. Didn't kill any deer, so I'm kind of upset. I saw two.
We got all Christmas break.
We do have. No, you do. I'm not going. I'm going hunting next weekend. I'm going. But that's okay. I'm not allowed to do anything. I'm not supposed to be shooting my bow. So, but that's how it goes. Well, I feel fine when I shoot my bow, but apparently I'm not supposed to do rotational stuff. Anyways, so as I was saying before, today's going to look different. We're not going to give you the normal Lion Scott sports analysis, MLB, all that, NBA, all that crap. So today we are going to be doing my final project for the class. I enjoy doing podcasts. So here's what today's going to look like. You're going to get a 15-minute segment from me, your host Connor, about my life, why I'm here at Lion, what I plan on doing, things along that line. Then we're going to stop the stream, reset it, and then you're going to get a 15-minute segment from Christian about the same things. And then we're going to do another one. We're going to stop the stream, reset it for episode number 3, and we're going to talk together on what our plans for the future are. We're making friends. How's life going at the Lion? Just so if some of you aren't college students or high school students, got a buddy back home who's considering it, that way you guys can get an insight to why you want to come to Lion. So that said, we're going to start the first episode right now. I guess we can call it CNC Life Lessons. I guess that's it. So for the next 14 minutes, you get me talking about my life, and it's boring, but that's okay. So we'll just do a recap. My name is Connor Taylor. I am 18 years old, about to be 19 in a week from today. I am from good old Marion, Arkansas, otherwise known as Memphis, Tennessee. Most of you don't know that correlation, but Christian knows what I'm talking about. I live 15 minutes from Memphis, Tennessee, the quote safest place in the world.
Sure. We'll call it.
Yeah, we'll call it that. I grew up. I've lived in Marion my whole life. Let's see. Baseball is the sport I fell in love with. Having issues with it right now, but that's a different topic. Well, I know this isn't a sports show, but I do have to point out that I just got an alert from ESPN that there was an arrest warrant issued for the Bills' pass rusher Von Miller for alleged assault on a pregnant woman in Dallas. So we're gonna get back to our segment though. We'll talk about that next week. I fell in love with baseball. Baseball was my first love. Let's see. I played. I've been playing baseball since I was 3. Played it competitively. It let me travel. I got to. Let's see, where have I been? I've been to Arkansas, Tennessee, Missouri, Illinois, Iowa, Florida, Alabama, Louisiana, New York. I've gotten to travel through places for baseball. But yeah, baseball was what I did as a kid, and I really enjoyed it. Other than that, it was mostly hunting with my family, but can't talk about hunting because we could talk about hunting on our other show. But yeah. So baseball is what I did, and it was really it kept me apart. You know, I am not an only child. I am now. I am one of 3 kids. I am the youngest. I have an older sister named Bonnie. She sadly passed away in 2018. And I have an older brother named Ethan who died at birth in 1997. So he's about 20. His birthday was the other day. He was about 26. So that's just a little about me. Currently, I graduated from Marion High School, 17 or 11th in my class. I think I had like a 3.9 GPA or something, 27 on the ACT. So I like to think I'm fairly smart. I don't act like it, and I definitely don't show it in my grades right now, but that's okay. See, other than playing baseball, hobbies or hunting, I like to game. Played Fortnite at 3 a.m. this morning, got a 16 kill dub. Let's go. Also threw my controller at a wall. That's okay. I like doing stuff like this. You know, podcast, technical stuff. I'm looking into becoming a. I want to do film editing is what I kind of want to do, but we don't offer. It's a minor. You know, just to be able to take like do videos and make highlights or video. You know, like YouTube videos, stuff like that. So who wouldn't want to get paid $300,000 to shoot David Dobrik video? You know, but that's not what we're going for. I am currently a freshman here at Lyon. I am committed here to play baseball. I am a first baseman and a pitcher, although I am gonna talk to my family about maybe transitioning to just being a PO. Right now, I am struggling with injury. When we first got here, I immediately hurt my hamstring, or re-hurt a hamstring that I'd hurt senior year of college, or high school. Now I'm dealing with back issues to what I believe is a pinched nerve, and that's not good. So I'm going to the doctor next Thursday on my birthday to get needles and just a little checkup. They're gonna look and see what they can tell, and I'm hoping that it's not a pinched nerve because my father is. Pinched nerves kind of run in the family. My dad had one a few years back, and I got to see him have surgery for it, and it wasn't fun. And that's kind of my fear is I've never had any major surgery done. I've never really had injuries, unless you consider shooting yourself with a crossbow an injury. I mean, yeah. What was it? Either freshman or sophomore year of high school, I was getting ready to go shoot, getting ready to go hunt. Shoot a crossbow in the backyard, and let's say my thumb got caught by the string, and I had to go to the emergency room on my parents' anniversary.
That's a good time.
So instead of going to Red Lobster, we went to Firehouse Subs, and it was worth it. It was worth it. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, but yeah. So I am planning on majoring in computer science here at Lyon. I am considering doing a minor in data science or flipping the 2. My mother is an accountant, and I do like math, but COVID kind of put an end to my math liking because I was not in a math class for almost 3 years. So I'm a little behind in math, but I'd be willing to catch up. Just don't know if I want to take Wichita. That's the only issue. So right now the plan is to do computer science. What I may end up doing is majoring in computer science, and I think that I might be able to minor in film production industry type thing. I know we offer it, but when I looked at it, I don't think it offers editing courses, which is what I need to do. Film editing, sound editing, Photoshop, things along that line. I'll have to talk to Dr. Saluga about that because I'm sure he knows more about that. But yeah, I am. Said I'm a first baseman. All through high school, I played first base. I was a part of a team that ended up winning the 5A state championship in 2022.
2022.
Was it 22? Yeah, my junior year. I believe we were 25-9, maybe.
That's my senior year.
Was it? It wasn't. It might have been something different. We had a good record. I know that. We ended up beating Van Buren in the state finals 11-6, I believe. We put up 7 in the first inning. Yeah, it was a great time. I loved it. Enjoyed doing it with all my guys. A lot of good ball players on that team as seniors graduated with a win, and I'm happy for them. We got one at A-State throwing 95 right now. We got another one at Crowder throwing 93, stuff like that. Yeah. So we got some good guys. I hope the West, the best of them. I know a lot of them are kind of burnt out with baseball, kind of like I am. They just, you play your whole life, and then you get to college, and you can just kind of, you lose the spark, and it sucks. But kind of the point in my life where I realize that I need to kind of, what's going to make me money? Me playing baseball the next 4 years with nothing. There's not going to be there's going to be a men's league after, I'm sure, but there's not going to be money after. Or do I focus on my degree, get a job, stuff like that, start focusing on life after. But yeah, so that's a little tidbit on me. Let's see what else. I mean, I kind of want to talk about hunting, but hunting kind of ties back into our other show. It's a sports show, but we talk about it sometimes, so I'm sure it's okay. For the next 4 or 5 minutes, you won't mind. So definitely an amateur hunter. We got some land up in Hardy, Ashflatter, about 45 minutes from here. I killed a doe with my bow this year. I am on the archery team here at Lion. Didn't know that there was archery in college. Just showed up here, found out we had one. I was like, hey. Yeah, man. I shoot a Matthews V3X33. I really like it. I enjoy hunting. He's like, you'd be great for 3D shooting. Come on. So I'm now on the team. We had a trip to Foley. I really enjoyed it. Honestly, it gave me a break. And I mean, yeah, things didn't go as well down there as I wanted to. We had some issues with how I was registered and the division I was in. But I still finished like 60th out of 400 and something people. So I was very pleased with it. It wasn't bad. So I've really enjoyed coming to Lion and doing archery. That's the good thing about Lion. There's so much to do here. Yeah, we're a small campus and we're kind of small, but you got your main sports. You got football, baseball, basketball, soccer, softball. We're trying to get a tennis club apparently. I didn't know that.
We have a club.
We have a team. That's the other thing here at Lion. You can get scholarships through clubs. I didn't know that. So if you enjoy something like esports, it's not a team, it's a club. You can get scholarships. Same for archery. Just I can't get archery because I'm on the baseball team. Because then I'd get a scholarship through a D3 program. Anyways, there's a lot you can do here. I know we have a chess club. We got a D&D club. Didn't know that was the thing. I mean, there's just a lot you can do here. So for like, it's called shooting sports. You have archery, you have trap shooting, which I've never done, but I want to do. It sounds fun. But I've got to be careful with time management for the spring because we're supposed to be gone a lot for baseball. I know that for baseball we travel to Pensacola for a week, but I do believe it's spring break maybe. But we come back that Sunday and we play in Texas that Tuesday, and it's supposed to be a 3-day trip. So that'll be fun. But I enjoy traveling. Just spending time in the outdoors really. Yeah, I'm connected to computers and I game a lot on my phone, but that's because I'm a tech nerd. I mean, I like technical stuff. I'm currently trying to get a gaming PC built or pre-built for Christmas so I can get that set up. I already spent way too much money on the monitor, mouse, and keyboard, but that's okay. Literally going home this weekend to try and fix an old computer so that I can download Fortnite to it and get it set up as a traveling gaming laptop. So a lot of stuff's going on with me, but that's a little insight to me. So birthday's in a week from today. Gonna turn 19 and do nothing for it. Get up at I'm gonna go to that appointment, not go to my 9:30. Come here do this podcast, and then I'm gonna go to World Civ and sleep. Yeah, but I don't do anything, so I don't park. Parties here aren't that fun.
Oh no, you're not wrong. They're not.
They're pretty lame, I've heard. But yeah. On campus, I live in Hoke McCain, third floor, no elevator. Probably why my back's hurt. Going up 3 flights of stairs every day. But that's okay. Surely not. They need to fix it. They shut the water. Dude, I tell you, they shut the water off on me while I was showering the other day.
Yeah. We haven't had hot water in a minute.
No, it wasn't hot. I was in there showering. I've dealt with it. I've just accepted that it's cold water. And I was sitting there showering. I had soap in my eyes and everything. I'm rinsing off, and all of a sudden I hear, clear. Someone turned a wrench and all the water shut off on our side. And I was like, I walk out. I'm in a towel and I got soap. I'm like, excuse me. Can y'all ask next time? I walked right on down to the other side and finished. And it was colder than ever. But yeah,
Wakes you up.
it was 11:30 at night.
Maybe you need to wake up.
But yeah, so I live in Hook McCain. I have a roommate. He is from Tampa. He's on the football team with you. Yep. He's terribly bad at Fortnite. We played trios with a buddy of mine back at home, and let's just say Uriah died about every 4 seconds. But that's okay. I think he was just shy because he normally does decent. But yeah. Who knows? I may join the. Does eSport have Fortnite? I'm sure they would, but I may be joining that. Might look into it. But that's just me. I mean, we got about 2 minutes left on my little section. But yeah. So I mean, there's a lot to do here at Line. I enjoy it. I mostly picked Line because of baseball. I had two other offers. I had an offer from Volunteer State up in Nashville. I didn't really feel like going 4+ hours away for a JUCO. And then I had North Ark, but I'm not talking about that. Literally, when I got the call to get the offer, dude talked said, "Yeah, man, we'd love to have you here at the program." And then goes, "Yeah, we got a lot of deer hunting land. We got some quarries you can fish." And I'm like, "We're not talking about baseball anymore. You're just trying to sweet talk me." And I asked him how racist the campus was. He went, "Oh, I don't consider it racist." And I'm like, "That's not what I was trying to hear." But yeah. So I'm here for baseball. Like I said, I've kind of lost my spark. We don't practice that much right now because of how the days work. And I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy the off time. It's free. I feel like I can do what I want. I can sleep when I want. I can play video games when I want. It gives me a lot more time to study for stuff. So we do have finals coming up next week, or the week after next, and I'm excited to see what my first finals of college looks like. But they're not fun. No. Well, the way it works is I've only got an anthropology final, a math final. Other than that, I have my normal test for World Civ. I have a paper due for philosophy that we have to do a little presentation on. Those are easy. And then I have the final one here, which we are doing right now. Thank you all for listening. And then we have, I want to say, I'm forgetting a class. No, that's it. So I have 2 finals and a paper. So it's not bad. But yeah. So that's a little bit of life lessons on me. Like I said, we're going to shut the stream off real quick, just reset it. That way it shows that we did 3 separate streams. And then my man Christian will be here, and he will give you his little insight on him. And then when he's done, we'll do the same thing. We'll come back, and we'll just kind of talk about what our plans for the future are. Kind of see, how they relate or, where we're from. So thank you so much for listening. This is the end of episode 1 of CNC Talking Life Lessons. And we will be back in about 30 seconds with other co-host Christian Cox telling you about peace.
Smooth.
You ready?
Let's do it.
1 second. And welcome back to episode 2 of CNC Talking Life Lessons. If you were here for the first episode, it's been 20 seconds. Well. Little recap. We talked about me. I'm your host Connor with my co-host Christian. We kind of went over, who I am, where I'm from, what I did as a kid, why I'm here, and kind of what I'm going to plan on doing here. So I'm going to turn it over to Christian. He's going to give you the same information basically, and then we'll do another one of these in about 20-ish minutes to where we talk about our future. But for now, I'm going to hand it over to our co-host Christian Cox, and he's going to tell you his amazing life.
Hello, everyone. My name is Christian Cade Cox. I'm from a town called Paragould, Arkansas, northeast of here, about an hour and a half. I'm about 10 minutes from Missouri, 30 minutes from Jonesboro. Not the perfect living in the world, but it ain't bad. I was born on a Tuesday night on October 14th, 2003. In my life, I grew up humble in an abode, little town Well, I say it's little, it's 30,000. But some of y'all that's little, some of y'all that's huge. It just, it depends on where you're from, I guess.
30,000?
Mm-hmm.
That's like 3 times the size of Marion, so.
Yeah, but you're from 6A school.
5A. 6A in football, 5A in baseball, everything else is 5A.
Yeah, I've counted at 5A. So I'm from a full 5A school. So because we have to play all.
5A school until my senior year when we moved up to 6A.
Well, y'all were 5A East. Y'all were 6A. Yeah.
We played like 6A. We played Benton.
Yeah, exactly. It was awful. We had to play all in basketball and Jonesboro and West Memphis and Jersey that we should not have had to play all. Yeah, we're too good. So growing up, I was just the kid that just wanted to be. I wanted to be myself. I didn't want to have anybody hold me back. I was a kid in high school. I was just wanting to live life to the fullest. And that got me in some trouble. It got me into some good stuff too. So it did. Would you like me to talk about my accomplishments? Oh yeah, sure. Since Connor's over here laughing at me.
I'm not laughing. I'm just sitting here as the production of this.
Well, in high school.
Got a commentator.
Sure. Well, in high school, I was a professional wrestler.
I forgot about that.
I was a professional wrestler.
Did you go to the wrestling match yesterday?
I did not go to the wrestling match yesterday.
Big fan.
That's a different wrestling.
Oh, that's right. You did WWE style.
Dang right I did.
My fault.
Dang right. I also was the cover athlete for Pit Viper for a week. I was in high school.
Can you find that?
They deleted their Twitter.
Uh-huh.
They did. Look it up. They deleted their Twitter.
I'm afraid to look
Or I could show you, but they did delete their Twitter because of Elon Musk. But they did delete their Twitter. And I also have my arch nemesis is PETA. Yes, the organization of PETA. They do not like me because of a situation that happened last year. Actually, I'll talk about that for a minute. So my brother has 2 tracking dogs that he uses to help people track deer. He does it for free. All of Arkansas, all of Northeast Arkansas. And if people will call him, he's got his own Facebook page, and people will call him asking to come and help track deer for him. So there was one day I was home for the weekend last year during hunting season because I didn't travel. And the guy said, "Hey, I shot one. It's a monster." And whenever someone says that, it never is. And he says, "I think I made a bad shot on it." So we go out here, and we're pretty close to Black River. And so we're afraid that, because Black River was kind of high at the time, so we didn't want to get in the water, but we didn't know really what we were getting into. So we get out here, and it's a kind of overweight, heavy-set type of guy. And he tells us, "Well, I shot him back." So we take the dogs, we let them go. My brother's looking at his tracking system, and after about half a mile of walking, we finally hear the dogs start barking. So me, my dad, and my brother take off sprinting through this thick brush on Black River, swampy area. And we get up to a pond, and on the other side of the pond are the 2 dogs with this deer bayed. And the deer is very alive. Very alive. He was shot under the guts. So his guts were hanging out a little bit, but his guts weren't hit. He was still completely alive.
I've seen that before.
So the deer, as we were trying to cross the pond, which is about 200 yards, 300 yards across, goes over the levee and goes to the other side of the levee. We did not realize that on the other side of the levee, it was flooded. Completely flooded. He says, "I ain't going to get it." And my dad said, "I ain't doing it. I'm too old." So they hand me a pocket knife, and I get in the water. I swim out to the stupid deer. I have to walk my way up to it once I can touch. I had to grab the deer. I had to wrestle him down, and I had to put him down with the pocket knife.
Which for people who are going to be listening to this, that's the most humane.
That is the most humane way we could do it.
You could either fire another shot and make it worse.
Yes, and we didn't want to fire another shot because we could have, because my brother does he's Well, he has permission from the Game and Fish because his cousin's a game warden and he has his dog certified to track deer. So he has permission from Game and Fish to take guns onto Game and Fish land. So we could have, but we didn't want to in case we didn't want to accidentally shoot one of the dogs. So I went out there. Or if we were to let it live, coyotes would have killed it anyway. It wasn't going to live.
Deer was gonna die.
So I go out, I wrestle this stupid deer down, kill it. Well, my brother takes a video of the whole thing, and I get the deer back. We take pictures. I was out of it. I was so wore out. And my brother decides to post this video on his Facebook page, and in one day it had 25,000 views. And the top comments were it was from PETA and people that followed PETA saying that I was the future Jeffrey Dahmer of America. Saying I was the future serial killers of America.
It's not something to laugh at, but it's a deer. It's meant to be hunted. It's
And so my brother unfortunately had to take down the video, and I have been on PETA's watch. They don't know my name because it was just a video, so they know my brother's name.
I know you're related to him somehow.
So, but yeah, it was a fun adventure, a pretty good adventure. But other than that, yeah, I go here to Lyon College. It's okay. Connor says there's a lot to do.
There's really not.
There's really not.
You sit in your dorm a lot, or you go to Cal.
So around here, you kind of have to find your own things to do. And when you get here, you come in. Most people that come here come for athletics. They do.
Yes, a lot of people.
So
most people here.
I think it's like 80% athletics. So when you come here, the people you're going to be friends with mostly are the people you come in with. And you need to make friends immediately if you're deciding you need to come here, because it's going to be hard to stay here if you don't have people to hang out with and
The other
be with.
issue is with Lyon, because of like the transition they just made from NAI to D3. Most of your friends are gone.
Yeah.
Like nobody stayed.
Yeah.
We have 16 returners on the baseball team. And I knew like 3 or 4 before. None of them were here.
Yeah.
So it's hard for you to make friends and then expect them to stay. Especially when you, so like me, I came in with a 33 freshman group class from my baseball team. So I've got 32 other freshmen on the team that I've become friends with.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how many are going to be here for the next semester or next year. I don't think it's going to be very many. It could be. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
And again, who knows? When you're a place like this, you could always be the one that just decides.
You could.
Because I think about it. Like for me, academically, if I'm not here for baseball, that's what I was here for. The only other thing besides academics that's keeping me here is archery. Therefore, I can go Arkansas State for half the price and just not do archery and be an hour closer home, less money for family, get to go home more, about 20 minutes more for me to go back to the deer lane. Like, there's certain things that you can happen. My deer lane's about an hour 15 from Jonesboro. It's 45, 50 from here, so it's about 20 extra, 30 minutes. Not terrible. So there's like a lot of things that go into play when you're doing this. So who knows? Your best friend can transfer the next day, and you would.
Yeah, and he's not lying. Last year, I am a sophomore here at Lyon College, and last year we came in with a freshman class in football of around 60 to 65, and I think now we have about 30 of those original dudes.
It's not uncommon for people to transfer out.
Yeah, and this year we brought in close to 80 freshmen, and we've already lost a few, and we've got a lot of others saying they're going to quit, and so who knows? So we'll probably end up with around 50 of them still. So
you guys gotta remember, these numbers just go down each year.
Yeah, but
the odds that you get seniors that last for the next 4 years.
Yeah, the graduation rate here at Lyon College ain't the greatest. But the people that do graduate from Lyon College have really good jobs immediately after.
Academics here are really good. That's what a lot of people are here for.
That's what they call this place. It's an academic school for a reason.
So there's a reason that we transitioned into D3 so that academics are put above sports.
Yes.
Now, does that help athletes with attendance policy? No. The NCAA hates athletics here.
Yeah.
Because we legit cannot get. Well, I'll take that back. The NCAA academic portion hates the NCAA athletic portion. Because whenever we miss for a game or a team function, it's counted as an absence, and you only get like 8. And after that, you could have 100 in class, 110. That professor could drop you and you can fail, and you have to retake it, and you lose your credits. So it's hard to deal with. Sorry, go ahead.
And here we do still have a few professors that do not like the athletic programs here. That they do not care if you're gone. They don't care. If you're gone, they still expect you to get your work done. They still expect you to get everything done.
Which that's okay. It's okay for them to expect us to get our work done because it is student athlete. We are supposed to do our work. But it's how they expect us to do it. They expect us to do it with no learning of the lessons because there are teachers here who won't make lesson plans accessible to kids who aren't in class, which to me is crazy. Like. Think of it like as a parent standpoint. Say your daughter's on the volleyball team, they missed a ton of time because they went to nationals. They were gone for almost a week, and so they're not in class for any of that. They just missed a week's full of stuff. You're telling me that you want them to come back and try to catch up on a week's full of stuff for a test that's in 2 days? Like that's not how it happens.
And Connor is going to miss a lot more days than I missed because for football we only had 5 away games. I think we missed 6 full days because our longest trip we only had to miss 2 days because we went to New York and we drove. So he'll miss a little more than me.
I'm pulling up the schedule now. Okay, so let's see. We start out basically all of February we're home, and then all the way through the 5th of March we're home. After that. We are away from the 9th all the way to the 26th of March. We play at home on the 30th. We are away on the 6th, at home on the 9th, and then we are away from the 13th through the 21st.
I know last year we had baseball players that weren't here for finals and had to reschedule their finals.
Yes, which I'm okay with rescheduling finals. Like you said, it's just a matter of if you get a teacher here who's going to work with you.
Yeah, and as long as you're friends with everyone here, you'll be fine. Because if you're friends with the professors, they will help you out a lot. So that's just how that works. So.
We got 5 minutes left on the section.
5 minutes left? Ooh,
let's think.
Let's think here. I am thinking. In high school, I was part of the football team. I do play football here. I was also a big time in our broadcasting team in high school. So I looked into it, but the only issue is when you graduate, there's only a 40% chance to get a job.
There is, but also they don't offer that here.
They offer a minor.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
See, there's a lot of things here that I wish they'd major in.
Yeah.
Like make a major, just so that you could minor in something else that would help it. Because I mean, it does you no good for me to do computer science and then do a minor in film production. Like those don't go together.
Yeah.
Me working here making code for computer does nothing with me doing editing.
Well, if you decide to take a 5th year, maybe a 6th year. You can go to college as much as you want.
You can also be happy as much as
That's true. You can also be happy.
I don't know why I said that. You know.
Yeah, I will say it is. I enjoy it.
I don't hate it.
I enjoy it most of the days. It does get very stressful though.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. There are some days where like I'm like, no, there's no shot, but I still get up and go to class.
Yeah.
Because there are days when we have a 6 a.m. workout. I've got 4 classes on Mondays. I get an hour for lunch. I go straight back to classes for 3 hours in the afternoon, and then I immediately go to a 4 o'clock to 7:30 practice, and then I have homework and essays and crap doing that. You know,
it is very stressful being a athlete in college because we have a lot more. We don't have near as much time to do stuff, and we have a lot more stuff we have to take care of.
It's a lot worse being a D3 athlete because you're kind of forced to focus on your academics.
Yeah.
A lot, you know.
But you still have to be full time for your sport. That doesn't mean you have to take off for your sport. You're still full time athlete. So, especially during your season, because during football we were not free.
No.
Really, ever. I didn't get to. I barely got to go home on the weekends. I only got to go home once during season, and that was on bye week, which I got lucky because that was also my birthday weekend. So, but
See, that's how it is for baseball. When we come back on the 15th of January, we go into a 6-day practice week.
yeah,
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
yeah.
You get Sunday off. So I'm kind of interested to see what that's going to be.
The ways ours were was a little different, but it's a little different with football.
Yeah,
So. Yeah, in football we would have Mondays would be a scouting report day, and we wouldn't practice. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday be full practices. Wednesday would be a walkthrough, and then of course Saturday is a game. And then Sunday would always be a recovery day and recovery training. So we do a lot of stretching and stuff like that.
Yeah, see, we don't really do that. We hit the. We don't. I really wish we did. We don't watch film. We don't watch scout and all that. Because I really think that helped you. You know, if you watch a certain guy throw 2 or 3 games, you kind of see like, oh, he tips this pitch, or in this county he likes to go to that. Instead, we just have to look at charts at the game and like. We did that in high school, and honestly, I didn't understand them. Our coach would, I sit here and write down what he throws in this count and this count. I'm like, Coach, if we're getting hits in those count, they're not going to do the same thing. You know, like if we see, well, this team struggled against him, so if we struggle, he's going to do the same thing. I wish we could do that, but like I said, I don't really know what. I'm a freshman. I don't know how Coach Cunningham, Coach Rob, and Coach Pott, they want to do it. That's on them. So when we get back, I'll get to see that. But it's going to be a lot of on-field time, and I'm kind of worried about it, honestly.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll. I think we'll probably end my section here.
That's good.
And then we'll do our third one here in a second.
Yep. So again, this is episode 2 of CNC Talking Life Lessons. We are going to do another little reset. We'll be back in about 20 seconds with episode 3, where it's going to be both me and Christian kind of just talking about our futures, which we kind of touched on both, but we'll see. So we'll be back, and thank you for listening. Be back in 20 seconds. So now we got to wait for 20 seconds. Hey, that's a pretty long time.
I mean, pretty much.
I mean, YouTube's getting the fun of it, but all right. And welcome back to CNC Talking Life Lessons, episode number 3. Again, it's been 20 seconds. So we are back. You just heard Christian go over his little life and everything that's going great. I am aware that I have a refund check. Don't know what that means. I'm gonna go get it. Where's the Nichols building? It is.
Next to the Alpha. It's the other side of the Alpha. It's one on top of the hill.
Huh? Alphen. What's that?
English and Spanish.
I don't have English or Spanish.
It's the one with the little classrooms with the wooden chairs.
Back of the chapel?
It's behind the to the right of the chapel. The Nichols building is. If you're walking to the chapel from here,
Where's it in accordance to the Lion building?
to the other side of the line building.
So Lion building, the valley.
Line building. Alpha. Chapel. Nichols.
I'll figure it out. I'll look it up on
I'll pull up Google Maps.
Yeah. Sorry. Technical difficulties. Anyways, welcome back to episode 3. You just heard Christian go over his little spiel about his life and why he's here. Kind of told some stories. So yeah, that's the admissions building.
That's the admissions building over here.
Is it?
Yeah, there's admissions building in that little house.
No. This is where the offices are, though, for it. Yeah. Okay. I know. Yeah. So I was thinking the right thing. Sorry about that, y'all. So now we're going to touch on just kind of what mine and Christian's plans are. I think I'll let him go first. Just kind of that way, if he needs to go and get some work done, he can. So Christian, why don't you just tell us, what do you like? What are you here to major in? Why do you want to do it? What do you plan on doing? Stuff like
My
that.
plan at the moment is I am in the.
Sorry, y'all. It sounds like someone's having an earthquake outside the door.
At the moment, I am doing the new major we have here at this college, and it is health, wellness, physical education, and coaching. So I'm wanting to go in to be a coach. Right now, I'm doing all my academic classes that I have to do to be a coach. I'm doing observations at these schools, so that's fun. And then here next year, I will start doing practicum where I become an assistant teacher. And that'll be fun.
That's right. You are doing that. Your classes with Sarah.
Yep. Oh yeah. I'm gonna be the greatest PE teacher ever. Yep.
Coach Cox,
No,
what are we doing in class today? I don't care. Get the dodgeballs, hit each other. No face shots.
Oh no, full face shots. So yeah, that's just kind of my plan.
Where do you plan on going to? Like, do
I'll
this?
probably go back to Paragould if I can, because there's a lot of schools in the area.
There are. You've
So
got Green County Tech. You've got
Brooklyn,
Paragould, Brooklyn,
Pocahontas.
Pocahontas.
I can, if I need to go to a Jonesboro school, I can, but I'd rather not.
Yeah, there's 6 million of them.
I'd rather not. Yeah, let's see, West Side, Valley View, Nettleton, Jonesboro.
I hate that we consider Valley View and Jonesboro
I
too.
mean, it's technically part of Jonesboro.
Yeah, I know, because they still have their players. But that's okay.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, that's just kind of my plan. Now, it could all change. I'm also gonna try to get a minor in exercise science. So right now I'm just trying to. That way I can also do training and stuff on the sides.
So you gonna do like physical therapy and stuff?
Probably not, because my GPA is not that good.
Well,
So we're gonna work on. I'll probably try to get my athletic trainer license
yeah, that's what I meant.
and do some training on the side. So that'll also help me get some money during the summer whenever I'm not doing as much. So
Sounds like a good plan.
that's just kind of the plan at the moment. We just gotta keep it going. So
Well, for me, I said I'm here to. I'm majoring in computer science. I'm gonna try and minor in data science, or I may flip them. So 2 plans right now. Okay, 3 plans.
okay,
So computer science, I want to do like software development, but I also want to do like game programming, which I'm taking a C++ coding class, which is the code you use to program games. So either software developer, game designer. Those would be those 2. On the flip side, if I do end up doing data science, accountant, like my mom, I like doing math when I know what I'm doing.
yeah, I hate
Nobody likes math when they don't know what they're doing. But when you understand it, you know what you're doing. It's actually fun. It's satisfying to see.
If you say so. Yeah.
Well, think of it this way. You're hunting, and you put all these little. He shows up at this time on this day. You put all that. You've got a whole page of notes,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, he's there. And it's satisfying because you know that you did your work and you got it right. It's like that with math. You start with the problem, you look at it, and you're like, okay, I have no clue where this is leading.
Yeah, but you don't kill a buck when you're
They're gonna have to end the show. We'll be back later.